Welcome to SAGENEL TV. My name is SAGENEL. Welcome. Here on SAGENEL, we speak on women, everything that has to do with women, the everyday woman. We speak on relationship, marriage, culture, religion, politics, sport, whatever it is that has to do with everyday women, especially the trends, bringing out, analyzing what is going on, especially through the trending topics, and bringing out lessons that we can immediately learn. In SAGENEL TV, we do not just inform you, we also transform you with the lessons and analysis that we pick out from whatever it is that we're discussing for today. Thank you so much if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new here, welcome. I do hope and I believe that before the end of the video, you will see reason to subscribe. Do well to like this video as well if you are enjoying it. Today's topic is quite sad, and honestly speaking, I just needed to do this to encourage you out there. The truth is, there may be a part 2 to this video, they may not, but it's about the Ini Umoren's case. It's about the Ini Umoren's case, who was murdered recently at the time of the recording of this video. And there's so much that has been spoken about it. If you're just learning about the case, let me inform you a bit. Ini is a young lady who is aged 20, of course, according to reports, who was in the space of waiting. She was waiting for her NYC. I believe that she's waiting for her NYC, and she was trying to look for a job. Okay, a friend confirmed to us that she and her friend Ini, her friend Udwak, confirmed to us that she and Ini were planning to serve in the same place. So yes, she was waiting for her NYC, but before then, she was looking for a job. And she was looking for a job even in her own words. She says, Akwa Ibom Twitter. Please, I am really in need of a job, something to do to keep mind and soul together while contributing dutifully to the organization. My location is Uyo. I am creative, really good in thinking critically, and most importantly, I am a fast learner. CV is available upon request. The truth is, we are in an online space, and COVID-19 has even come to blow out that online space where people are getting hired, getting promoted, getting sponsorship, getting deals, and basically getting wealth from the online space. So having to have a conversation about job availability online is not something that is debatable. It's not something that is a thing for discussion, because a lot of people do it. A lot of people benefit from the online space, and rightly so, because that is the space and generation that we have come into right now. But and I'm giving a story, of course, for those who don't know, because I cannot assume that everybody watching this knows it just because it's trending. But upon her going to this particular location, she just got missing. She just got missing, and this her friend Udwak is a friend that really pushed, and I give it to Udwak for her work, that really pushed on Twitter. She didn't just sit and say, oh, what's happening. She started to push, and look, I've not heard from my friend for a while now. She has been chatting me up. She put on her location, everything that was seemingly right. Ini did, but she's missing. Can you help me? And that is how this trend started to trend. This topic started to trend. So people started to retweet. People started to see how they could help. People started to say, okay, missing person, help, let us find, so on and so forth. And it went on and on and on, until Udwak had to say, look, this was the last person she went to, because Ini was going to, according to reports at this time, was going to submit something that this guy who had been alleged to murder her asked that she must submit. And I believe it was an ID card or something like that. So he insisted. As a matter of fact, Ini had to travel quite far. If you check out their chats, you're going to see that she was conversing with her friend about how far this place is so far, and so on and so forth. I think her friend even had to wire her money. She needed to use bike to get there on time, and so on and so forth. So she had to basically travel, even though it's in the same state, but she had to go quite a distance to submit whatever it is that this guy asked. What has been confirmed right now is some sort of ID because of well, it's not CV, because I won't believe CV can be submitted online, but some sort of ID that the guy insisted, and we don't know of any other that may come up after this video. So any other evidence, that's why I'm saying we may need to do an update if there are more reports. And she went there just wanting to be diligent, to go forth to actually see, to try her best to get this job, only for a lot of funny things to happen. Her friend saying things like, oh, she sent her a 1 second video, and then her friend tried to call her that, what kind of 1 second video, I'm just re-dramatizing now, what kind of 1 second video is this, and let me try to call to find out what's going on. Why would she send me a 1 second WhatsApp audio? I beg your pardon, not video, audio. And the last thing she heard was screams, and that's when her friend just really picked up the alarm that, look, this is not normal and we're going after it. The long story short is that yeah, some days later or hours later, they were able to find out that Ini had been killed. Ini had been killed. Ini had been killed by that particular guy. Yes, by that particular guy. And I don't want to say alleged, because he has come out to confess, and the police have taken this confession. Okay, he says the men of the anti-kidnapping squad arrested the perpetrator, who confessed, he has actually confessed to luring his victim to his house in the guise of giving her a job, but ended up sexually and physically assaulting her, which led to her death. To cover his tracks, he dragged and buried her in a shallow grave in his father's compound. The disease has been exhumed and deposited at the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital for autopsy. The suspect confessed to have told his local government chairman of his atrocity before escaping to Calabar, and was never at any time handed over to the police, he said. I don't know if we're going to be able to go to that side in this video, maybe another video, where it looks like, because there's been a lot of discussion, that there are some authorities that are backed up by what this particular guy did. That one is even different, that are backing up what this guy did, knowing what he did. There are even some reports that have come up. There's some reports that have come up, before I started recording this some hours ago, saying that that his sister, according to what he was saying, the murderer Udrak, that his sister is also a part of this. She lures women, girls, ladies to him, maybe in the guise of friendship, and he also goes on to do whatever it is that he has to do. And according to reports posted on Udwa, who is in his friend's page, that they now get this, do whatever it is they want to do with this, whether rape, kill, and then now get these body parts to some people. I think politicians or so, just people who have names, who are the who's of who's in the society, and he sells these body parts to them, according to reports at this particular time. Honestly speaking, this is sad. This is sad, because if you look at it, Ini did everything right. She did everything right. Location, talking to her friend, communication. So this is not one of these stories where, oh, somebody went to club somewhere, and it's not one of those stories. It's not one of those stories. So it is quite unfortunate, and we really, really, really send our condolences to the family of Ini Umoren. Honestly speaking, words cannot even describe, because this is what we call avoidable death, and it just happened. Like, this is a girl with a bright future, looking forward to serve, looking forward to, I can imagine, I'm just thinking of the value she would have been in an organization. But this is the story that we have come into. Before we go, I would like to get your thoughts on this. Please share in the comment section. What do you think about this? What are your thoughts? What suggestions do you have on what women and how women can work to be safer? Let me know your thoughts. And also do well to give this video a like, if you're enjoying the video, so that more people can see conversations, important conversations like this, and can also contribute and be safe as well. The truth is, I don't know if I have 5, 7, 10, 15 or 18 lessons. But I have a few lessons that I want you to think about. And number one is, at the end of the day, one of the important things that I picked, because yeah, I said we must always pick out what we pick. There's always something to learn, no matter how happy or sad the situation is a discerning spirit is what is going to help us in this day and age. We are in the online world space where a lot of people actually get employed with what we call receipts. So it is easy for a person to let their guard down and just feel like, because Okoro got employed yesterday by XYZ organization, MBA organization as an example, this organization is going to employ me and I'm going for it. We must know that there are wicked people still in the world, and especially now in the online space, leveraging on the needs, wants, and lack that we have in this country and of certain people. And this is what this guy leverage on. And they're going to pounce on people. So you must be discerning, you must be prayerful. Because is it with a highly discerning spirit that you can know that, hey, this thing looks right, everything looks right, but I do not feel right, so I'm not going, or I'm not coming, whatever the case may be. So that will help us in this end time. Now please, I'm not saying that the victim wasn't, because I do not know anything about that, my spiritual life, how she was, what she was looking at, what she was not looking to at that particular point in time, paying attention or not paying attention to. Please note that what I'm saying is I'm teaching lessons that we can learn and we should now prioritize going forward. So that is very important. A lot of the things that Ini did are things that we can also learn from, putting on locations. All those things are very important. Another thing I want to say is, if a person claims to be a person that wants to do something as seriously as employing you, if they do not have an online profile and you do not know them from a community of people, like say your church, your mosque, whatever it is, you may as well pass on that. And the truth is, even with an online profile, people are still fraudulent. But you want to make sure to dig deeper. We have gone at the days where is a difficult problem to build a website or a page. Okay, at the very least, a page or some sort of thing that shows that you are authentic. We're not in that space again. So as much as possible, you want to do that. If you are going to go for any interview, meeting with anybody that claims they want to employ or whatever the case may be, there's also this platform that is a good platform to check out things, Naira Land. You can ask questions there. Hey, I was called for this. What do you think about this? Is it genuine? So that is very important. But for me, again, this online profiling thing is very important. And at this time, we've not really had conversations about that. What kind of profile did this person build at the time of this video? Maybe if we do a follow-up video, we can do an extensive research to who was this guy online, what company did he claim he was employing for, and so on and so forth. The final one will be, for me, it's still connected to discerning spirit. But I can't even, people that go for auditions, I've heard this story over and over again, acting auditions, they usually go in 2s, in 3s. If you can, try to see if you can do that. Try to see if you can do that. Go in 2s, go in 3s for things that are not, they are not known names. Oh, somebody called you for some sort of audition or so, because it's situations like this, they are not known names. It's not one bank interview or one oil company or one TV station, or that funny things like this happen. Modeling audition, acting, all those kind of things, all those auditions. I'm just saying as an example. It's not stated that she went for an audition, but I'm just giving a broader example. You may want to do that, go with more than one person, because you just don't know anybody, and you don't know anybody you don't know. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But let us think about this, and these are important points that we can think about, and let's just keep being prayerful. Let's keep being prayerful. Let's weigh whatever it is that we are trying to pursue, and let's make sure that we're pushed and led by God's Spirit, not by desperation, not by need, not by our present circumstances, and not even by hustling. As much as possible, let us make sure that we are working from a place of peace. And it is a whole curriculum to teach about that and to learn about that, because there comes a time in your life, some people just be like, I'm just going to do anything, just grab me anything, I get it. But we're in a space where there are wicked people, and you have to be careful. You have to be careful and still rely on these things that I'm sharing to make sure that as long as it concerns you, you do your own part to stay safe. Look at me, listen. As I'm speaking to you now, I have examples of, I'm thinking of a person now that was just killed in just one space. We don't even know what happened. She was just coming back from work and she was just killed. So the truth is, at the end of the day, it's not well. This is not anybody's fault. This is not a person's fault. Or no, 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 no. We can only say these are lessons that we should learn, and we can pick and use to drive forward and move forward in our own life, now that we are still here in the land of the living. I would like to get your own thoughts and your lessons, because the truth is, you definitely would have some more things to share as well. And I do hope and believe that there will be justice for Ini, because no, this is unacceptable and we cannot just sit on it. So this is my own part of contributing to making sure that this particular story and news gets out there, so that we can do the right thing, not only to bring this person to justice, but also to make sure that we are just putting in the right kind of system to make sure that everybody is safe. I have more to talk about, and I really see me doing a part 2 for this particular story. But for now, that will be it. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, because we are going to give you much more content like this, and things that you can learn from and will help you think and grow. My name is SAGENEL. I will see you in the next video, but you can see me in the last couple of videos I have done that you may have missed. Thank you for your time and attention, and I will see you later.